Good people. Good lives. Articulation radio. Commentary. Good
Articulation radio.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org. Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Thursday, August 15th, 2019, when visiting elitevaluesnews.com. In education, Extreme History Project lecture, The Best Gift, begins at 6 p.m. at the Museum of the Rockies in Bozeman, Montana. In sports, the Brooklyn Cyclones take on the Vermont Lake Monsters at 7:05 p.m. at Centennial Field in Burlington, Vermont. And in entertainment, comedian Leslie Jones performs at 7:30 p.m. at the Vic Theater in Chicago, Illinois. Those are three of the headlines I saw when visiting elitevaluesnews.com today. Head on over right now and see what headlines you see.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be here with you. We have another exciting show on tap for you today and another interview in line. I'll let you know with whom right after these few indie throwbacks.
Good morning, heartache. Here we go again, again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who knew me well. Might as well get used to you hanging around. Never. So good morning, heartache. Do sit down. Have tea with me, but do go, please.
ArtistReview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ArtistReview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ArtistRevue.com. ArtistReview.com. Today on Articulation Radio, we will be interviewing Miss Pepper Gomez and one of the DJs that are working with her on the new project that she is promoting, DJ Wall of Sound. And, well, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to even tell you because this is really, well, for those who don't know the name Pepper Gomez, this is one of the living legends of house music. And for those who aren't familiar with house, just type in house music and Pepper Gomez. Matter of fact, while you're at it, type in Pepper Gomez, Matt Warren, house music, and listen. And I'll be back with Pepper on the line. But in the meantime, I'll play a few more songs for you.
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com. Or call 972-880-8316 to book your motivational speaker today. That's Life's Purpose Ministries, 972-880-8316. Book a lecturer today.
You just heard $1 Million Bill 1 by Anders Bothen, and we kicked off today's episode of Articulation Radio with Good Morning Heartache by yours truly, Goddess Sage, featuring Myra Mills on piano. The next song you will hear will be How Do I Love Thee, that remix, that Matt Warren song featuring Pepper Gomez on vocals, and the remix version is what you will be hearing, and that remix is by Ralphie Rosario. You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, jeffersontaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, jeffersontaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, jeffersontaylor.club.
Articulation Radio is extremely pleased to have on the line with us today two excellent musical artists, Ms. Pepper Gomez and Mr. Michael A. Garza. Of course, they are here to talk to us about the DJ Wall of Sound, featuring those remixes from that legendary Matt Warren's Music Is My Life project. Pepper Gomez, Michael Garza, do I have you all here on this line?
You sure do. Michael, you there?
Mike, baby, Mike, do we have you, babe? Well, maybe we'll be able to get him in. He may have it muted. So we're going to go ahead and get going, Pepper. How's everything going your way? And where are you? What city are you in, and what city is Michael in?
Hey, Michael is up in Chicago, and I am back and forth between South Florida, Miami, and Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago,
very good.
Chicago, as you know, is the home of house, and we just love it, and there's always something great going on there.
Yes, and of course, I'm one of the people who have enjoyed going to that great big, and some of you who are house heads, or even if you're not house heads, you probably have already heard about the Chosen Few DJ, the big party that goes on at the Hayes Park or 63rd in Lakeshore. Is that the official name of it, Hayes Park, for the side that you all are on?
I think so.
Yes, and it's usually in July when they have this. And people, when I tell you, for anyone who has been in Chicago or knows anything about house, or even have just heard about all the great parties, free festivities, and even all the great festivals that happen in Chicago, the Chosen Few DJs is always one of the ones that people talk about. As a matter of fact, I want to say Barack Obama has even made reference to the big house get-together there, if I remember correctly. But Pepper, tell us about the DJ Wall of Sound. I love that name. You know, how many songs are on the mixtape?
Well, we actually have 10. As you know, we had released Matt Warren's Music Is My Life back around, I think it was October now at this point. So we're not quite at a year, but that record really was fantastic for Wake Up. Wake Up is my little label, and we're making strides and we're moving forward. And we decided that we love these songs so much, and you know that anytime that there's a remix happening, it becomes like a totally new tune. So I'm a dancer. I love dancing. I wanted to see if I could ask some of my DJ friends if they would do us the honor of doing the remix. And so we ended up with 10 different tunes. We got Ralphie Rosario on there. We have the incredible DJ Spinna. We have John Morales, who obviously has been around for a long time, incredible. We have our own Chicago DJ Lil Tal. From Texas, we have that dude Dom. James Flowers from Ohio, Marcus Mix, another Chicago boy, Michael A. Garza that I hope is calling in, and of course we have one from Scotland, Al Kent, and I tell you, each one of them brought their own flavor to the tunes, and it is like a party in a box.
Oh, beautiful. And of course, hearing all the different artists that you all worked with for this project, how did you manage the different personalities and even the availabilities? Because this literally was an international effort of artists. So how did you all manage all of that to be sure to get it all done?
Well, that's a really great question, and sometimes you got to have a little bit of luck. But we reached out to the various DJs, and I was so thrilled because everyone I reached out to said yes. So right there, it was like, oh my God, I'm getting these huge DJs. I'm getting some new DJs. I'm getting Chicago DJs. It became to me what I would call a unity project, where it's DJ unity, and I think they all have been really happy, not only with the way the whole packaging and the way we put it together. I got to send you a copy, so please make sure to give me your address, because we've got stickers. We've got stickers with it. I mean, literally, we have a little wall inside the CD that you can decorate with the various stickers of the DJs. So the art itself is as cool as the music. So I would love to send you that. And then they all said yes.
And I definitely want it.
Oh, and I'll send you a T-shirt too. But in the meanwhile, I just felt so lucky that they all said yes. And we gave them a deadline, and everyone made the deadline. And before you knew it, we were working on giving birth to this project and pressing it up. And we were in score mode.
That is beautiful. And for the listeners of Articulation Radio that are just now tuning in, we are interviewing Ms. Pepper Gomez regarding the project DJ Wall of Sound that is featuring remixes from the legendary Matt Warren and his music project, Music Is My Life. And you all may recall how a few months back we actually had that living legend here on the show, and we played his song, How Do I Love Thee, which I'm going to play again for you all today. But, of course, I want to ask you real quick, Pepper. Oh, and listeners, we may be joined by one of the DJs that worked on the project as well, Mr. Michael A. Garza. But Pepper, real quick, and Michael, if you happen to be on the line, you can feel free to chime in at any time to any of these questions. But when and where can people catch you all perform to the music or perform the music from DJ Wall of Sound this year?
Well, I believe that the easiest way, obviously, is, first of all, just go to our website and you can connect with any streaming and downloading, and Amazon has our disc. But with our DJs, they're all spinning all the time. Like if you go on to Instagram, for example, you will see DJ Spinna. He is so huge, and he is always doing stuff. So you would be able to hear our various DJs in their hometowns. Marcus Mix is around. DJ Lil Tal, my gosh, he is constantly gigging. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. Michael Garza and I actually are working right now on an EDM tune that he's doing that I was so honored he asked me to do vocals on. So everyone keeps busy in the music field, as I'm sure you do too, stage. But we love what we're doing, and we're just having the greatest time.
Yes, and that's beautiful to hear, because people, these are not just studio artists. These are, as you've heard, testifying right here, Ms. Pepper Gomez has told you, every last artist, every last DJ, every vocalist, every dancer, everybody that's a part of this project is constantly doing things. So you have to be sure to listen to this episode again and this interview again, so you can write down all of those names and check them all out, because they're all over and they're constantly moving around. So who knows, there may even be a couple of these DJs that are be coming through your place, your neck of the woods, here within the next 30 days. But now tell them that website. What website should people go to stay abreast of what you all have going on next?
I would love it if anyone visits us at wakeupmusicgroup.com. Also, I'm pretty active on Facebook. But if you go to our website, you can click on our little Facebook icon, and that will bring you right to the Wake Up one. It'll also bring you to Instagram. And got to say, we're also really proud of our YouTube channel. Matt's song, Get On Up, which featured my diva and one of my best friends, Janice McGee, got 100,000 views.
Wow.
On that video. So we
and your
we
YouTube
declared,
channel is Wake Up Music Group on YouTube? Okay, very good. And people, head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, ding-ling, so that way you'll know when they have something new that they've posted. And, of course, and the website, again, is wakeupmusicgroup.com. And as Pepper said, they're also on Facebook. And you already know you can find her on Instagram, Twitter. They're all over the place. And
we sure
advice,
are.
What advice would you give to people who love house or music, period, and they want to put together their own music as well as become a true professional working artist? What advice would you give to them to get started and to keep it going?
Well, I think it's a great time for indie artists these days. And if you have tunes and you want to put them together and record them, in this day and age, you can even release your own stuff digitally. So I would say make your music, be yourself, allow yourself to be creative. I know that at Wake Up, I'm just a freak about new music because you might remember in the past I said, I've heard some tunes so many times. It's like, I want new music, please. So we love new music, and actually I'm real happy to hear other people's music, and we're still looking for artists to sign. So if people have something that's in the house genre, or actually any genre that happens to represent a new take on that genre, I want to hear it. For example, the next project I'm pressing up is actually new metal or alternative rock.
Wow.
It's like, they are so great. A Killer's Confession, AKC, to me, they're going to be the next Linkin Park. So I'm super excited about them. But I would say make your music, make it your best, and allow yourself to create, because there's only one you.
Yes, yes. And people, as you hear, no reason to try to be like anyone else. Be sure that what you're expressing is truly you. And if it doesn't sound like what's already out there, great. Because as you know, if you're looking to get signed, then you have someone who is willing to listen to your new music that doesn't sound cookie cutter like everything else that's out there. And go ahead and make the submission. Go on over to wakeupmusicgroup.com, reach out to Pepper Gomez, drop a message there on the contact page, and get it in, send an email, get it in, make sure that when you do, though, that you also send over an MP3, write up a quick little summary of who you are. Be sure that you also recap your contact information, your cell phone number, the email address, even if you have supplied it on the form. Still put it right there, just in case. Cover your bases, make that submission, because it's not every day that someone gives you an open invitation to submit your new music to their label so that you can be considered to sign. People, and especially, and let me say this, and Pepper, you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but please, if you know that you're not willing to do the work, all you want to do is just, go into the studio, then pop up on stage, you're not really willing to rehearse, you're not willing to promote, please do not waste this woman's time or the time of any of the other professionals that she's working with.
Can I hire you for Wake Up? I mean, you are so good what you just finished telling people. And absolutely, we need a bio, we need pictures. And if a label is going to invest in you, you got to be ready to put in work. That is no joke. And people think the arts is all like la la la, fun, fun, fun. But the reality is that we're working nonstop, and you also hit on another important facet, which is promo. Promo is everything. You got to promo yourself too. The days are over when a label does everything. I mean, we have social media. There's so many options for people to get to know what you're doing, and that's why, again, I think it's a very exciting time for the independent artists. And if you've got some skills, some talent, some lyrics, some music, you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish.
Yes, and people go on over to wakeupmusicgroup.com right now. Grab up that DJ wall of sound because you know you want it. You know you want it. Be sure,
It's a
and
party.
you've already heard.
It's a party.
Yes. And then
you put that on,
name,
and you got the party for an hour and 10 minutes right there. You don't even have to move, except when you
an
dance.
enhanced party, really, because people remember these are remixes of songs that have already come out that people are already loving and bringing down the roofs on. So, yeah,
Exactly.
It's like you can just have it to where you pop this joker in and you have the enhanced version of what people already jam to at the club. So it doesn't get any better than this. The DJ wall of sound. Yeah. And, of course, go to wakeupmusicgroup.com, grab that up, as well as their Facebook page, and be sure to hit up the different DJs' Instagram pages, Twitters, all of that good stuff. Hit follow. Go ahead and hit friend there on Facebook. So, and, of course, hit like on the page there on Facebook that you'll find for Wake Up Music Group, so that way you can, and don't forget the YouTube. You can't forget the YouTube, because, of course, that's where you're going to be.
Please,
yes,
subscribe to our YouTube.
And hit that notification bell.
Oh, yeah, I would love that so much. And I also just love hearing from people. Gotta say, I hear from people from all over the world, and I respond to everyone. So absolutely, send me a little note. I love to hear from people. And sometimes, not everyone is necessarily once in a while you get someone who's not that complimentary. I still want to hear from you, too. You may like the next thing we do, It's cool.
Right.
I just like to know that you heard it and you took the time. It's really a joy for me. You can't hurt my feelings easily because, after all, we had 100,000 views on Jam the Keys. Get on up,
Right, and people you already know with those 100,000 views, you know that, they've probably heard some of all kinds of things, good and bad. So do not hesitate reaching out and dropping Pepper a line. And I hate that we weren't able to be joined by Michael today, but maybe on another call we'll be able to get him.
I know, he says it's asking for a passcode or something. So, we'll be happy to chat with you anytime you invite us. I mean, I love talking with you, and you really know your stuff, and it's very easy and fun for me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you, because you, too, are a living legend, just like Matt Warren and some of the other people that you work with. And to get any kind of compliment like that from someone on your level really means a lot, because I know you work with a lot of people, you see a lot of things, and you're not someone who's easily impressed. So I
I've been interviewed by a number of people, and I can tell you that you are smooth and you are awesome. So I could talk to you all night. That's an
same
issue.
here.
You probably don't have all
but
we're
artists. We're artists, so we definitely can. And let me ask you real quick before I let you go. What is there that you'd like to say that you have not yet had a chance to express?
Well, just look to Wake Up Music Group as the home for new music. I think that, I recently did a little interview, and they asked me, what are your goals? And it's like, I don't really make goals. I do stuff. So that aside,
I'm a doer, not a dreamer.
Right, come on, I'm too busy. But the reality is I would like people to think of Wake Up as the home for new music, and that when they hear something new is coming from us, that it's really going to be new, and it's going to be cool, and it's going to be good. So that, if I could become known around the world for that would just be absolutely thrilling, because that, in fact, is something that I'm trying to do. I want artists to have the ability to express and to be themselves and give us something that's new and take us down a new road and make us happy and make us feel like dancing and moving. And the expression of music, I think, in the final analysis, may be one of the few things that can unite us all.
Yes, I so agree. Oh, I so agree. it's even when we think about and people and I promise I won't get loquacious on you, but when you think
Please
about
do.
how you even heard songs in a totally different language that you didn't even understand, whether it's opera, whether it's any other kind of music, but even though you didn't know what they were saying mentally, spiritually you did, and you still and you still could enjoy that song and react in the same ways as the people who are speaking the language. You laugh at the same time they do, or you say at the same time they do. It's crazy, but your spirit really does connect even when your mind seems as though it doesn't understand things. There's nothing that your spirit doesn't understand. And like Pepper said, music is that, I would say, spiritual language that connects us all. Because as she explained, that's the one thing we all can always unite on. And so people...
Absolutely.
Yes. And so people, be sure you head over to wakeupmusicgroup.com and not only grab up the DJ Wall of Sound project that they've recently released, but any of the other projects that pique your interest while you're there. And that way, that'll keep you from making multiple trips. Just grab it all up in that one go. wakeupmusicgroup.com. And we so thank you, Pepper, for joining us today on Articulation Radio. And we wish you, as well as the rest of the team, the best. And be sure to give Matt Warren my love.
Oh, absolutely. We can't thank you enough, and we hope you'll spin the Ralphie remix and enjoy that and enjoy everything else that we're working on. You're a real pleasure, and I just love talking with you, and I look forward to the next time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Consider it done. And you hang on to the line for me real quick so that I can give you that info, because I want my stuff. And people, like I told you all, head up to wakeupmusicgroup.com so you can get your stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to keep the show rolling for you.
Woo! Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate. Or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work. 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 Call 972-880-8316 to start your new business today. Articulation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Up next is For Sure by Ray and Ray featuring Revel Day.
There is trouble, it's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in, you belong with the fairies. No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. You set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Oh, every tune is your song. Doesn't matter what I say, there is no other way. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. Oh, don't shift, don't change, keep driving me crazy. Easy gets colorless, I like your man. Gotta stay loose when next to you. I wanna be sure, or else you get loose. There's no pick and choose, for sure.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club.
How long have you been sitting on that manuscript? It's time to move it forward. Stop talking. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club.